Gentlemen, dear crypto mountaineers, dear blockchainers, dear people from Davos, we have now the moment of first talk battle here in Davos at the shipping container. A talk battle is a format developed in the Crypto Valley. This battle goes like this. We have a topic that is of interest and should be controversial, and I would assume this is controversial. Forget about Bitcoins. We have two people who take the stand on either one or the other side, and then we have an audience who not only listen to these so-called experts, but also can participate after a while. The rule is very simple. We start after a short introduction by each other, by the opponents. We start with 3 minutes on the left with Thierry taking the stand to one side of the argument, and then we have 3 minutes for the other stand. Then 2 minutes, respond 2 minutes, respond 2 minutes, and then last respond 1 minute and 1 minute, up to 1 minute. And then these guys shut up. We vote which position is better. Okay? And then they get some drugs, and then we continue. But they will not say something in that phase, because then it's your turn. And you get a micro, you can go on this side or on this side and take your argument. You have 1 minute to formulate your argument. And then you wait for somebody else who takes here the position. Have you got? You understand what I mean? Okay, that's great. We will see. Okay, now let's introduce you, or just do it yourself, because I just met this guy about 2 hours ago.
Yes, exactly, 2 hours.
Right. So we are extremely flexible. And we know us each other a little bit longer, so it's kind of an advantage. So you feel he is handicapped in a way in this debate. Let me know. Okay. Let's start with you. Just a short introduction about you.
Hi, my name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm a YouTuber. My YouTube channel is DavinciJ15. And I am also a software developer. I'm producing a software called Pandora's Wallet. It allows you to take your money off the exchanges and actually continue to trade with the exchanges without having to worry about the exchanges actually collapsing on you and losing all your money, like recently happened to Cryptopia. Anyways, yeah, so that's about it. So
yeah, great.
Well, for me, I'm Thierry. I'm the founder and CEO of Agao.io. Agao stands for AG for silver and AU for gold. What we do is we create what we believe is a peer-to-peer electronic money system backed by gold and silver, and we believe that it's the philosophy of Satoshi, but it's an extension of what really money is. So I guess here the debate is forget about Bitcoin.
Thank you for your introduction. Are there any questions from your side? Yes, please.
I'm sorry, but I haven't understood which side you are taking, both.
So you will find out now, because you will start now with your statement and you make clear which side you are. Okay.
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Right. So my stand is clearly forget about Bitcoin. And why do I say that? Because we have to go back to why we are all here. We're here because Bitcoin was created as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. The underlying of it is to be an alternative to fiat. The problem with this is that it was a great idea, but the moment you start forking Bitcoins over and over again, you actually become fiat just as much. And so one of the problems is that Bitcoin is not technologically stress resistant. In other words, in 1,000 years, your Bitcoin is worthless. No one cares. because there's Bitcoin Cash, because there's Bitcoin Diamond, there's Bitcoin XYZ, and there's all sorts of cryptocurrencies. The value of Bitcoin today, unfortunately, because of what society has created out of it, is worthless, because essentially what will happen is that you will ultimately turn into a fiat yourself, because you can reproduce the code and because there is no intrinsic value. So my stand is that gold is money, and gold has been money for 6,000 years of evolution. This goes from the Mayan to the Egyptians all the way to 1971. And in 1971, the Nixon shock was suspending the dollar convertibility in gold temporarily. And what we're doing now is on the Hayek bank type of thing, bring back the private money where there is direct ownership between the token holder and the gold. The gold is secured in Switzerland, and but you can trade it everywhere else. So my stand is very clear. In 1,000 years, no one will care about Bitcoin. It will even disappear because no one will be incentivized to mine it, and gold will remain. Gold is anti-fragile in the sense that the more you go away from it, the more you go back to it and you test it.
2 minutes. Okay, cool.
Okay, it's on, dog. It's on, man. No, man, you can't go out like that, man. Because Bitcoin is like, here's the thing. Bitcoin, I know people will fork it and stuff like that, but here's the thing. People get to choose which coin they want to use, and choice is good. It doesn't inflate Bitcoin, because Bitcoin remains Bitcoin. The government could come and say, listen, I don't like this Bitcoin thing, and we're going to fork it and create a government Bitcoin, and you're going to use that. But still, people can still use Bitcoin. They could go, okay, fine, you can fork it and have a government Bitcoin, but they will still say, okay, well, I don't trust your government crap, so I'm just going to use the real stuff, and that's Bitcoin. And so it doesn't inflate just because you can create another fork of it, because Bitcoin remains there for anyone to choose it. And Bitcoin is better than gold, because imagine, you want to sell like 1/10 of a gram of gold to somebody. You got to cut it in little tiny pieces, right? So you can give it to somebody. No, that's not going to work. And you can say, okay, well, we can digitize gold. But then it becomes centralized, and the government go, oh, yeah, that gold over there, that's ours. We got this paper money here that you could have, and we'll take the gold and raise the price, just like they did in the United States in 1931. So, I mean, obviously, the other reason why we want Bitcoin, because it's not a promise of men. Bitcoin is mathematics. Gold is just, when you store it with somebody, it's just a promise, and promises can be broken.
Okay, another 2 minutes.
So it's my right to respond to. I appreciate it, but I think you're seeing it as an American, because we are here in Switzerland. The reason why Ethereum and a lot of blockchain companies are here in Switzerland is because of the constitution and because of the direct democracy. The base layer protocol for laws here are direct democracy. And there's a reason on the first place why gold is here in Switzerland as a physical thing. So thanks for being on my side by saying that you can actually trade gold with my token, because the gold stays in Switzerland. It is your direct property. Now, you touched on a point, which is centralization. So we can go on several layers of centralization. But the one you talked about is the promise. And the promise of man is not the case for us, because what we do is that we don't rely on a centralized party who gives you an IOU. That's not what we do. What we do is the token represents the direct private property of the gold. It is your gold, right? And if you go almost back to human rights, human fundamental rights, the right of thinking, you are the property rights, right? Your mind is your property, your body is your property, and unless we go back to a complete communist system, which in Switzerland is not going to happen, because we have to change the constitution, and to change the constitution, you'll have to go to a referendum, and referendum people will never agree for the government to take their goods, right? That is why we're here, because we because we believe in this libertarian idea that you have your own property of gold. We are decentralizing as much as we can. There is one thing we cannot decentralize though, and that is gold itself. Gold is true, is a real thing, as opposed to Bitcoin, which is just a bunch of code. But the real thing though, in 1,000 years time, in 6,000 years before, it has been proven to be stable. Bitcoin, it has been proven to be volatile. And so gold is better, and it's anti-fragile. We will get back to it. What I'm trying to do is to do it more efficiently. Now, the thing is, at the end...
is that it turns to you.
Come on, Jerry.
Come on.
Okay.
Jerry, yes!
I understand. Yeah, that's true. You know, gold is good. I have gold myself, but I have a lot of Bitcoin. And yeah, you could say, okay, well, it's unstable. Well, when you bought it at $1, how unstable is it, right? And if you're living in Venezuela, right, you'd rather have Bitcoin over the local currency. And going back to the promises of men, right, you're saying, oh, we have a constitution here in Switzerland. Okay, so does the United States. And one of the rules of the constitutions is only gold and silver shall be money. Is that money in the United States? People, can you tell me? Is gold and silver money in the United States? No. Oh, okay. So that doesn't change. So rules don't change at all, right? The government side, right? So that's the problem. Rules change, right? Even the government, even sometimes doesn't bother to even follow the rules, right? They will just go, okay, forget the rules. We're going to make the rules right now, and what we say goes. And they do that all the time, but you can't do that with math. It is or is not. It's an absolute. And that's why Bitcoin is the future.
Okay. Now,
Okay, so the last minute.
1 minute.
The last minute is, you touched on three things. One, gold is still money in the United States. The dollar is not pegged to gold anymore. That's the problem. Number two, let's agree to disagree. There is free competition of money. Free competition of money is meaning dollar is competing with yen, yen is competing with pound, pound is competing with gold, gold is competing with Bitcoin, Bitcoin is competing with... Let's see who wins, right? Track record of history is on my side. Volatility is not stability. Bitcoin has gone up, yes, but the whole point is that it has gone down more than 80%. It is, by empirical fact, not stable. I'm not talking about speculation here. I'm talking about stability over time, and that's what gold does. And last thing, money in the future, if we could trade in a singularity event where we all plugged into the matrix and we trade in time and energy, then I'm all for it. But so far, you and I are centralized. We need a centralized system. Up until then, that's the best proposition we can possibly find. And if you agree with that premise, then I welcome you to come.
Now it's your.
Okay, I do not agree with centralization because, I've already said it many times, right? It's just a promise of men, and promises do get broken by men. And by decentralization, we have a choice to use something that is absolute, almost an absolute, because there's nothing that's absolute, right? But because you don't want to, for example, if the government said, hey, you know what, we're going to take over this Bitcoin thing, they can't. They just can't. And because of that, Bitcoin's a lot better. And also, it's a lot faster to transfer money from one place to another. For example, whenever I need to transfer money back home to Canada, it's instant for me, and with lower fees. And on top of that, right, gold, although gold has its history, in the past, when we first started using gold, we actually, oh man, I have to...
Never start with history in 1 minute. Okay, now, we are now in a voting. So I need somebody to have a neutral position, maybe our cameraman, just to count. My question is, which position needs more support?
What do you mean more?
Which position?
Wires more support.
Is it this position needs support, more support, or is this position needs more support? I do not talk about people, I talk about positions, about statements, okay?
Or need more support.
Yes, need more support. Okay, I start with this side. Do this position need more support? Hands up.
Big corners.
It's a crypto community. Yeah.
How many? Eight.
Okay.
Who thinks this side needs more support? Hands up.
No! I don't need more support.
Okay, okay.
Need more, no!
Okay, okay. As a matter of fact, somebody who needs more support gets more support. Okay? We are.
Come on,
And now it's up to you to come up with arguments. You can drink it. Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. He just had liquidity from the crypto valley. That's Kirsch from Zug, Etter Kirsch. Is somebody from Etter here? No? Okay. Also, that's Kirsch, that's the real stuff from the crypto valley. And now we continue with you. You take the micro and you take your position, either this side or the other side, whatever. You can queue here and you can queue here. And the rule is not more than 1 minute. You take your statement loud and clear, and then it switches to the other side. So it's a ping pong, you know? And if there are not more people on this side, you just can't step down and back. Also, you have then 2 minutes. You know what I mean? But you can't stand just there. You have to step back and come back. Okay? Is that complicated enough? Okay.
Sounds reasonable.
Great. Okay. We started with him. Let's support.
He's ready, yeah.
Okay. No. It's not logic. We have to come here. Okay.
So maybe with me?
Yes.
There you go. Come
Hello.
on, come on.
Hello.
You go.
Yes. And you remain silent. And you can sit down here. It's better, huh? Please sit down here. Sit down here. They just listen to you, to your positions.
Okay, my name is Nicolas. I'm the former CEO of Arab Bank. I listen to you, Jeremy. I love the way you talk.
Your
But you need
rhetoric
to
is
listen more to Thierry. Okay, gold has been here forever and it will remain forever. If the government wants to take it, you'll always take it. But he will never take your own gold. In the States, the government take the gold of the banks because the banks was custodian of the dollar, not custodian of you money. And the dollar was tagged to the gold. So, when the government decided to take the money, they made a decree and they asked all the banks to give the gold back to the Federal Reserve. Not your gold, the bank gold that was pegged to the dollar. So it's your own property that we are tokenizing here today. That's why I believe in Thierry's business and I've already invested in his business. Bravo, Thierry!
Come on. Another position.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Alexander Poltrak. I work at this company BT. We are here with BTM, so I'm obviously a Bitcoin maximalist. So first of all, on the forks, you have like famous paintings, let's say Monet or whatever. There are plenty of copies of them. It doesn't devalue their original. The original is still their thing of value. They think that everybody wants to have, not the copies, not the forks. So that's my first point. Then about your token. As I understood, your token will be, you're talking about the token yourself, so it's tokenized, probably on Ethereum. So Ethereum is what brings security. Cryptocurrency is what brings security to your token, not gold, not anything else. So it's about crypto economics, finally.
Okay. Thank you very much. On this side, nobody?
I wanted to respond to.
No, not yet. On this side?
It's the rule, right?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Engin. I like your rhetoric, it's wonderful presentation, but I'm not agree with you. And I'm a little bit despot. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit skeptic for the new tokens. I still believe that Bitcoin is the strongest one. And the rest is like an imitation for me. I'm not able to understand the main differences. But I would like to say gold is over and blockchain-based solutions are coming. Maybe not this blockchain, but one of blockchain will be the winner. This is what I want to say. Thank you very much for everyone.
Okay, thank you. Over this side, I think you want to.
So,
Yeah,
his
over there.
side.
I'll see if you support him. Okay, sure.
Hi, my name is Maximilian. I'm a digital creative. And yeah, first I want to say I really appreciate this debate. I mean, we're all in the same boat. We wanna help the world with a better currency system that we have today. So the thing is, gold is a very good currency because no one really controls the creation of gold. You could say it comes from the universe, from nature, from Earth. It's different words for the same thing. So, and that gives gold an inherent value and the history gold has. So what's happening now with the tokenization, there's some humans in between. So you could take that wonderful natural state of gold and you put like an intermediary. And that is like, yeah, very, very centralized, I would say. And you know, the Fed, they can produce as much dollar as they want. And people don't like it. I don't like it.
No, sorry. Timing.
Thank you.
Okay. There's nobody here. Okay.
I can take this
Another.
side as well.
I can take this side.
I can
No,
take
no, 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 no.
You want? Come on.
That's the last one. That's the last one.
Press that.
No, just.
It's a bit unfair.
Hi, my name is Philip. I'm with Make It
No, I
Capital.
think you have pressed
I have
already.
to press.
It should be a green light.
There we go.
It's okay?
Start again. Okay,
Perfect.
my name is Philip. I'm with Make It Capital. We develop new forms of investment in cryptocurrencies, so I am biased, I have to say. Jerry, I love gold. I own gold. And I know that the Romans could buy a toga for amounts of gold, and you can buy your beautiful suit for amounts of gold now. So it's stable, it's great. I own it, but I own it. I don't want anybody else to own it. We had two words that came up, promises and mathematics. What do I prefer in view of human nature? What we've done throughout the whole history. So the human being is not really the most reliable being. There might be so many black swan events, governments confiscating, wars, whatever can happen. I prefer to own my gold myself, and I prefer to own my Bitcoin myself.
Okay, thank you very much.
Two to one. Let's have one last one.
No. You will survive that. Okay. No. I mean,
These
that's
two
the
guys
audience.
just
That's
went
all.
on here.
Okay, you can take back your chair.
Thank you.
And you have your last talk to really make this evening a great evening for you, for your argument, and for the audience who did a great job. Thank you very much. Come on, I would congratulate this audience. Now, 1 minute, a bit more. We are not as. You have 2 minutes. Okay? That's the deal, right?
1 minute
That's
is
the deal.
good. 1 minute is good.
Okay. You start.
So, I want to assess first the criticism because the reason why we do it the way we do it is precisely to avoid human error. And when you hold your gold in your house, if you take it in and out of a vault, you have to retest it to be sure that your gold is true and that the quantity, the quality, the assay. I was a former commodity trader. I understand that when you have gold, you have to have a reliability on that gold. So I wouldn't accept your gold, but if I know that it's been audited, tested, the assay card, everything is transparent in the blockchain. Now, of course, it's not perfect, but it's perfecter compared to what we had before. So the last one thing I want to say is that I think where we can reach consensus here, and probably history will tell, is that you want to have an anti-fragile system, I believe is gold. Currencies eventually, in a very Hayek form, will compete with each other, and we will see who wins. We have pounds, yens, they're all fiat now. I'm creating a new proposition, and I want it to go back to gold. I believe my token will be proven to be more stable, more reliable, and I think that the trust mechanisms that we put by being absolutely transparent as much as we can, absolutely decentralized as much as we can, then that's it. And the last thing is Bitcoin. When you don't have an incentive to mine Bitcoins anymore because you reached the last one, then the incentive on mining other coins become greater than the incentive of mining this coin, and eventually history will call it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That was a misconception there. When all the Bitcoins are mined, actually there's transaction fees, and transaction fees goes to the miners. So that Bitcoin will still be mined in the future. Also, I'd like to point out the little mistake you made. In 1933, the United States government made gold illegal for all Americans, and they took it all. If you had any gold in your safety deposit box, you had to go to the government. So you were screwed unless you had it buried in your house or under your mattress. So, anyways. There you go. And Hitler said, gold in the hands of the people, right, is an enemy of the state. So I do agree that gold should be in the hands of the people. But with Bitcoin, now it's not just in your hands, but you can actually put it in your head so that nobody even knows you have Bitcoin. You could memorize a few words, 12 words, and keep it in your mind, and nobody knows you've got a bunch of Bitcoins. Isn't that incredible?
Yes, that's the question. Is that incredible? It was incredible. Thank you very much for this contribution to Thierry, to Davinci Jeremy. Thank you very much. Give a big applause to them. And I have two new friends here. Two real crypto mountaineers, because in Crypto Mountain we have a free debate. And we do it like these two animals. They have a debate, but they will not kill each other. That's something very important to know. They do hurt, maybe. Have you been hurt? No. With drugs, you can't. Okay, that's why I have it. Thank you very much. I wish you a pleasant World Economic Forum. I don't know if I have a chance to go inside, whatever. And I keep you warm. We have wood here, about 2 forests we cut down just to make sure that you are good. Yeah?
How's the liquidity at the Crypto Mountain?
Oh yeah.
How's your liquidity?
Will you continue to
You ask me
utilize
this? You are from
I'm
Greece?
interested in your
Also, we will not drink Kuso. That's okay. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bravo, bravo.